Gentlemen.
Hey, boys.
What up, boys?
How are we?
Good. How are we?
Good. You guys are very echo. Oh, there it goes. It sounds better.
Bill's mic is off.
Is it?
Check your cordy cords.
Fucking idiot. All he sees is fucking hearts nowadays. He doesn't check for the common sense shit, like plugging the cordy cord in. God damn it.
Yeah, I just liked how confidently you said that as the bottom of the totem pole of dumb. Fucking idiot.
Thank you.
Sorry. Is this better?
Way better.
Sorry.
Much better.
I just got home. I just tried to plug all the cordy cords in. I guess I missed one. Missed the most important one.
Just missed one. It's okay. Everyone misses one from time to time.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, what I thought we would do here in this opening segment, seeing as Early Lines is officially over and Billy Lovebug has a date tonight, and we won't be able to use any extra time to go over the results. Perhaps we'll do that later. I wanted to go over some potential penalties for the last place participant.
Which is who, Rich?
Actually, if we could go to Pam, Aaron, Ray, and figure out exactly who is the last place in Early Lines for 2020.
In first place, with 75 points, William the Queen Gately.
Well done.
In
Well
second
done,
and
Bill.
third place, there was a tie between Richard and myself, aka Date Mitch and Dr. Big Mac.
Mhm.
We didn't know what to do. We scrambled. So then we went to a tiebreaker right on the fly.
Mhm.
Basically, Lady Luck had Rich's side, and he won the coin toss and took. Did you take the Eagles plus
Yeah,
6.5? Yes, he took the
I
Eagles.
took
Yes,
the
you
Eagles
did.
plus 6.5.
Plus
Yep.
Eagles 6.5. So I was left with my Washington R words, who won, but only by 6 points. So therefore, I lost, and Edmund last place.
They won in a game that Doug Peterson tried his hardest to lose, and I thought that walking bad word that they put in there at quarterback for the Eagles was going to throw a pick six every single time he threw the ball, and it was going to end me. And you know what? Never happened.
Yeah, Ray didn't see it because
Didn't happen.
we were up watching the game. I tried to go to sleep and I was like, fuck it. My phone went off. You text me. I was like, you know what? I'm going to turn the game back on.
It was unbelievable.
You hate to see it.
It was
just
unbelievable.
Hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
You
Yep.
hate to see it. It would.
my dad texted me that to me as well.
Thank God it was like 6.5.
0.5?
because I don't know what we
that
would have
sucks.
done with like a double tie.
Yeah, I don't know. We would
You would have lost.
I mean, frankly, you didn't acknowledge that Lady Luck was not on my side because one game was in contention all season long that you assholes stuck me with,
Jesus.
and Lady Luck did not.
The
have my
season's
side on
over. Let's
that,
stop
so-
bitching about this.
Hey, we settled it with Lady Luck. There was
All
only
right.
other. It was the best way to settle it at that point.
We can stop bitching about it, Ray. Let's talk about what you have to do now. I was going to go easy. I was thinking about going easy here, but now you've just sparked the tempers. Take your hat off for a second.
No, it's fine.
You shaved your head already. I saw your snap. So like, there goes that.
You prick. All right. Well, you just set your fate. There was going to be two options here. There was going to be the Friar Tuck haircut, which was basically just shaving the top of your head and leaving the sides there, or chest to taint. And seeing as
I
you
guess we
shaved
know what
your head,
choice number 2 is. Now, who's going to be giving me this chest to taint?
Oh no, you're gonna call a salon and spa, and you're gonna try to get a Brazilian wax that you have to call and schedule it for yourself. I will be there. I'm not gonna look at your dick and balls, but I'm gonna videotape this whole entire thing because I want nothing but reaction shots.
okay.
So I got to get a bikini wax, not a chest to taint.
Oh no, you're gonna get your whole chest waxed down to your taint area, or just a landing strip.
I kind of like the big, long, like Panama Canal drug dealing landing strip on, in a field where it's just like one really long,
That's what I'm saying. If we go
From-
straight down the sternum,
from the Adam's apple all the way
all
down,
the way down to his
tucks
asshole.
between his tits, around his belly, over the vulva. We'll skip the shaft, and then just give it the old exclamation point on the taint.
I don't think there's wax strips small enough for my shaft anyway, so no worries.
You just use some masking tape.
Some dental
Yeah,
floss.
excuse me. Do you have any duct tape? Cut real small, please. Thank you.
All right. Well, good luck setting that up, Ray. Let us know when you get it all scheduled, and we look
Well,
forward
maybe Bill
to
will
that.
videotape this one better than he did with the baseball one. But
Yeah, that was
I
pretty
was
pathetic.
also
Bill.
filming through a fence and I couldn't stop laughing because
What
I'm
do you
trying
think's
to
going to
heckle
go on
you.
this time?
Oh, it's gonna be bad. I can bring a third party. I'll have her fucking videotape it.
That
As
worked
I
out
just
I don't
too.
want her to
Kill
leave
you.
you if she sees what she has on the table.
A worm and
I mean,
two peanuts. I think she'll be okay.
Yeah, this may not look like something right now, but wait till
Wait till it gets hard.
Till
Wait
this
till it's
young
all
lady
whacked,
gets
baby.
done.
Yeah. Wait till it's all done.
Little Manscaped
You'll be
supposed
like,
to make it look
whoa.
bigger. Does it make it harder too, Ray, or no?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Depends on what kind of gel they use.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that we look forward to that. That was, that's not the finish that I was expecting. That was a really nice effort from you in week 17, Ray, coming back, down 3 games or so, tying it up. And you just hate to see a half-point bad beat like that. You hate to see it. You really do.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
When's our next big bet gonna be? March Madness.
Yeah, we can think about something. We have the Loser City.
Yeah, but that's not done till
12-month
the
bet
end of.
going on here. We have to figure out the. That's
That's
a
not
money
done
That's gonna
bet.
make me follow college basketball now. Jesus Christ.
You don't follow college basketball for March Madness bets. You just
You just pick.
blindly pick. That's why they call it March Madness.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll be fun. We're looking forward to a lot of blurred video from that. Let's get into
a lot of blurred, but it's gonna be a little bit blurred.
Fair enough. Welcome to the Simple Minds Sports Show Wednesday edition, January 6th. I think.
Yep.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, you guys gonna send me an apology?
For what?
Thanks to a great listener, Greg, sending that Facebook post that there is a such thing as a 16-month calendar.
You buy those at the dollar store like a dickhead. Fuck off.
Yeah, those are for people who
Those are for poor people.
can't afford two
okay.
12-month or don't have the mental capacity to handle, just going and getting a calendar before the other one is over. I've never heard of them. Also, I'll say this. I guess you were right. Although I've yet to see anybody tell me where you get 18-month calendars. Are they real too? Because you did originally say 18-month.
Well, I put 16-month in Amazon. I can do 18-month. I'll get you one.
I'm sure some idiot out there.
Can you find me an 11-month calendar?
Yeah, can you find me a 36-month calendar so I don't have to worry about it for 3 years?
All right, let's talk more bonerish. Come on, Bill. Here we go.
Wait,
Bruins. The Bruins. Let's go. Let's
Ooh.
start this show.
Oh, Producer Ray.
Oh,
Producer
Ray.
Ray's on
Producer
fire
Ray's
right
on
now.
fire. Can I
Demanding
just say,
apologies
you
and then
have to
jumping into
listen
the
to
topics.
Today, Tuesday show, dude, the first 5 minutes I was fucking dying.
Well, I'm gonna listen
All
to
the
it.
beats, dude, I was fucking dying. I forgot the cold open part. So like that was like
I always
felt
forget the cold open. So when Rich posts it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what
yeah,
we're
that
talking
was a
about.
good
Yeah.
one.
Oh, good.
Well, whenever we get deep into the weeds about Bill's pimp life, it generally turns into a lot of beeps. Yeah, it is a special show. This one's for you, Hockey Guy Ray, Hockey Guy Bill. We're going to start Bruins. They started camp on Monday. They start the season January 14th, about a week away now. So
Yep, no preseason. Love it.
yeah, get jumping right into it. Obviously, there some shakeups in the roster. We got a little bit of a youth movement going on. We got question marks. At the blue line, we got things going on with this Bruins team. So I ask you, Hockey Guy Bill, what's the overall temperature you have for this team?
I'm still pretty high on this team. I think you asked during the Celtics preview who was the closer to championships. I still think the Bruins are still there. I think the core of the Bruins, Marchand, Pasternak, Krejci, fucking whoever, Bergeron, all those guys. Like, I think that's your core. You still got Rask there. As much as I fucking hate his guts and he'll never win a Stanley Cup, but he would have been a game changer in the Stanley Cup playoffs last year. And that's what you were missing. I'm still really high. Added Smith in this lineup now. You're going to see him play in the third line with Charlie Coyle, which I really like. I have high expectations. I expect DeBrusque to take the fucking next step now. You just got a little bit of money. So, I mean, you're in that bridge deal. You can't be this inconsistent. It's only a 2-year deal, right? 2-year deal. So like you're still trying to play for the bigger contract and you need to see it. You need him and Krejci to see some chemistry, but I'm still high on this team. You're still probably top 2, top 3 in that division, especially if the rumors are true. Pasternak's coming back quicker than we were hoping. So, I mean, especially if you get out quick out of the gate, I mean, I think you're still the best team in that division. What are they? The East? Is that what they're on now?
Well, no,
Yeah,
they're
whatever.
doing naming rights.
No, they already named them. They're releasing today. I think they're in the
Yeah.
Bruins are in the Eastern division. There's like Eastern, Northern, Southern, Western, and there's one other one. I think I don't remember.
Yeah. Raymond, now that your most hated Boston Bruin is off the team, do you have higher expectations? Where do you stand now with your Boston Bruins that you've been a fan of for so long?
Well, they're going into the 2021 season. They're the 10th oldest team in the league. So it's a veteran core. It's the win now mentality. Like Bill said, this is probably the best chance Boston has at a championship out of the big four, excluding the Revolution, who aren't a part of the big four. But yes,
That's incorrect. It's the Celtics, but go ahead.
Anyways, but yeah, this is a win now moment. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm excited to see this team get on the ice. Brad Marchand said he's playing, feeling 100%. Before he's been past 2 seasons playing 80% because of the sports hernia and groin issues. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what this team comes out and does. I think it's going to be a go win, Stanley Cup playoffs, baby.
Yeah, I'm a little bit further down than you guys. I think that they were riding real high. I give them credit last year from being, soup to nuts, the best team in hockey after a absolute crushing loss in Game 7. But I think that's what motivated them and kept them motivated. And you saw it in the bubble. I mean, yeah, a lot of it was Tuukka not being there. But if Tuukka was in that bubble, he would have been a shell of himself anyway. If they walked into the playoffs as the President Cup trophy winner without COVID, yeah, they probably stood a chance, but they still probably don't beat Tampa because they're not as good as Tampa. They're still not as good as Tampa. They're not as good, I think that motivation from that loss carried them heavily last year, and they did not do enough with Craig Smith is their only offseason addition to push them over the edge to compete for a
shirt up a
championship.
need, though. I mean, that's a big need that, we're looking for secondary scoring, and he's going to get you 25 goals, 30 goals, right around that range. 25 is probably a good benchmark for him. So, I mean, that's what you needed. You couldn't realistically afford any of these. Taylor Hall, you couldn't afford him. He signed for $8 million. You're really up pressed against the cap, so you're kind of seeing what the Patriots do in the bargain basement bin. I mean, you only have $3.5 million right now. So, I mean, you're still looking at another defenseman. So you didn't really have much room to add guys. And the guy you added is a big need on this roster for sure.
I kind of disagree, Bill. They could have went a completely different. This is where I'm at with the Bruins. They're trying to tread water right here and play in both sides. You like Bill Ray said, you got the 10th oldest roster. You still have your core and Marchand and past, and Bergeron and Krejci there, who, let's face it, they're on the older side, and you have a lot of unproven young guys. They're going to need to step up that you don't know if they can. And in this offseason, we expected major roster changes. We expected guys like Krejci and Chara to be gone. We expected Tuukka Rask to be moved because we saw how far behind they are the best teams in hockey in the bubble. That's just a fact. They just don't have what it takes to keep up with them, and they didn't do enough to meet that in this offseason, in my opinion. Now, you got the beat guys who after day 1 and day 2 are very high on Stadnicka up there with the first line with Pasternak out. They're very high on Kevin Miller coming back after basically being gone for 2 years with that injury. Craig Smith has looked fast and looks like his shot is on. So all those things are good, but I also feel like it's the same fucking shit we hear at a Bruins camp every single goddamn year. Wow, look at these guys. They all look really good. And then they probably show it, in pieces in the regular season. When they get to the postseason, they lack the upper hand talent to compete. Bill, that Tampa Bay line, they had 4 lines. They're 4 lines fucking deep. That's what the NHL is right now. The best teams are 3 to 4 lines deep, and Craig Smith does not assure that for you. You're still relying on Bjork. You're still relying on DeBrus to make that jump, and you're relying on a guy like Craig Smith to fill a lot of those needs, and Krejci and Bergeron at mid to late 30s to stay healthy and do what they have done their entire career. I think that's lofty expectations for this team, and I don't expect it.
No, but I mean, you can, if Stadnicka, the hype that we're seeing just coming out early, if he can live up to that, I mean, you can start rolling 4 lines with this team, because once Pasta comes back, you're going to slide him right on your 3rd line. And realistically, you could probably get him on your 2nd line because Andre Koshik is slotted right there with Krejci, and you can move him. You saw it in the bubble. They moved him down in the 4th line. You still got Sean Crowley. You still got Chris Wagner, which is I love that 4th line. So, I mean, Anders Bork probably won't be anything more than a fourth liner right now. I mean, just especially the amount of money they're paying him. So, I mean, if you can get that jump from DeBrusque and then Studnicka can get you 15, 20 goals. I know it's a shortened season, but somewhere in that range, projected out of 82, he gets in that range. I mean, the team can start rolling a lot of lines, and you're bringing back the core of your offense, and you just added Craig Smith. And then if Studnicka plays meaningful games and it can produce, you basically added both those guys to your lineup is what you were lacking most. You were pretty deep on defense on this team, and you're going to see it now with the 3 rookies coming in and probably one on each line. So, I mean, you saw how deep you are defensively. You added to the offense with the 2 guys. So if these guys do hit and then DeBrusque projects where he should be, you're rolling 4 lines. Yeah, you're not as good as
maybe.
Tampa,
I think you just listed it.
4.
I think you just listed a shit ton of question marks. Wait, Bill, is that what you'd say though? Is you're most excited about to see what the offense can do? Because Ray, my question to you is the biggest question mark defense? Because yeah, they were deep last year, but they just lost Torrey Krug and Zdeno Chara, so they ain't deep anymore. Is that the biggest question mark on this team?
No, I'm going to go one step further and go Tuukka Rask. He left the bubble because of undisclosed reasons. Some said it was because of his daughter. Some said it was marital problems, but we never got a definitive answer. So
some said he was a pussy.
Some say he was a pussy, but yes, I want to know how he comes back and how he plays. You know, he basically left his teammates high and dry. You know, basically second round of the playoffs, just saying, "Hey, I'm out of here." You know, no real good reason. So yeah, I want to see how he comes back, how he gels with the team, how he actually plays, how he addresses the media after games, how he's presented by the Bruins. You know, he's going to be a big question mark going into the season. Use your, as Bill said every show during the Bruins playoff run, he's the Vezina Trophy winner, you know, but he never did. But yeah, but we need to see it we should see if he could come back to that level after leaving the bubble.
Yeah. And luckily he has a good rapport with his teammates and with the organization. I don't think there's bad blood in-house. The bubble was, a weird position. They probably all know the type of temperament and guy Tuukka Rask is. A lot of them probably didn't expect him to make it to the bubble anyway. So I don't think there'll be turmoil there. It's just his mental stability and his physical play. Yeah, he's going to have to get back to that level because he is, like you said, Bill, he is the difference maker. He has the capability to be the best goaltender in the league. And with 3 really young defensemen and question marks there, you're relying on Charlie McAvoy making the next step. You're relying on Brandon Carlo being a top 2 pairing, solid top 2 pairing all season long, no laps there. So, and Grzelcyk, trying to be a top pair with, there's a lot of fucking question marks on this team. If they all hit, you're right, Bill. If they all hit, that's the most exciting thing. The youth movement on this team, if they all hit, they have a chance to be excellent again. But it's a big if. It's a big, big if. And the track record for Bruins and their young guys coming up and hitting is not great as of late. It's not really that great, honestly. So
they haven't drafted well for a little while. The last couple have been good. I like Beecher. I like Beecher a lot. They drafted him this past year. He's 19-year-old player. He just got cut from Team USA because he had COVID. But
beautiful segue. Give me your 2 cents on the, how do you pronounce his name? Dubois. Dubois. I'm sure it's some.
I'll spit a little French.
Yeah, I mean, he's
so hold on. So just to place it, this was just thrown out there. I don't think it's official at all, but somewhere in the range of Brandon Carlo, John Beecher in a first or 2 firsts.
2 firsts
to get. That was thrown out by a Twitter guy. I don't know exactly what it would take, but are you? I know you're not that high on him. Just tell us why.
It's not that I'm not high on him. I just think it's a huge price to pay. And especially you're going to have to start paying him big bucks now. You got McAvoy coming up in a couple of years that's going to get overpaid or not overpaid or paid what he should be. So, I mean, again, you traded a first-round pick for Rick Nash. You traded a first-round pick to get rid of David Backes in the last 3 years. Now you're going to talk about trading 2 other first-round draft picks. I mean, you got to build and get younger on this team. You can't keep trading away these first-round picks. I get it. This guy is 3rd overall pick. He's 22 goals, 27. I think he had 19 last year in the shortened season. So the production's there. But, I mean, I just feel like he should be, if you're going to pay that much, I want to see a 40, 50 goal scorer. I mean, the guy projects high.
Let me play devil's advocate for you because of what I was just saying. You have Marchand, Krejci, and Bergeron. Basically, how many times can we say this is their last crack at it? Pierre-Luc Dubois is 25. maybe.
I think he's
right?
younger than that. He's only been
23,
in the league
24.
3 years,
So you are
4
getting
years.
younger. You're getting younger and proven good. John Beecher has a ton of upside. Yeah. And he's 19, right? So you have a couple more years there and couple more, and he's cheaper. I get all that. But if you're also trying to compete for a Stanley Cup right now with your new captain, in what we should hear any day,
I think they basically said it today.
Patrice Bergeron, and those guys at the end of their career, Tuukka Rask at maybe his last crack in the Bruins. Isn't this the exact perfect type of guy that you go out and I agree 2 firsts and
Carlo, we haven't even mentioned, dude. You just lost Torrey Krug.
I don't
Carl,
I
you know
don't
what
I
I
think
mean?
I agree with you that is too much for this Bruins team to give up. I'm okay with where I disagree with you is I'm okay giving up on Beecher and I'm okay giving up on some late first round picks if this kid's the real deal, because consider
I would
him
have
one
done
of
it
those
if,
first
if
round
you
picks.
had Torrey Krug still and you didn't lose Torrey Krug. I would, you re-signed him. I would get rid of Brandon Carlo in a heartbeat for this dude. I would make that trade because again, you're just this particular team this year. You're taking too much talent off the D line. Brandon Carlo, he's not your offensive guy, but he's a top 4 defenseman in this league, right? So
he needs to be your defensive stopper in your top 2 pairing.
Yeah, and which he's turning into. You got him signed on a pretty reasonable deal. So again, if you had Torrey Krug, you locked him up long term. This would probably be a no-brainer because again, like you said, you're adding that young piece. That's win now mode. But again, losing those Chara, Krug, and now Carlo for this year, it's just too much.
It's too much. Carlo can't be in there either. But I seriously consider it. That's the exact type of guy.
I mean, if you can
I think
add,
you should target if you're the Bruins.
if you can add other players and pieces maybe off this team, like an Andre Koshik or something like that, like another young piece that could go back to Columbus, right? So, and then that would be more enticing. But with Carlo in it, no, you can't do that this year.
Ray, Brad, your guy, your favorite, the rat bastard, came out and said he was dealing with a sports hernia for essentially 2 years, couldn't sprint for almost 2 years. I mean, that's news. That's hockey tough. Never really said anything. That's not David Pastrnak sitting out because his tummy hurt.
Nope.
You respect it, but you have to wonder, can his play elevate from, he's been fucking really good the last 2 seasons, and if he's playing with one half of his body, that says something. So can we expect an elevated play from Brad Marchand, and will that have, obviously that's got to help the Bruins if we can see that, no?
Yeah, he said he's been playing 70 to 80% healthy for the past 2 years. So, yeah, get it 100% back. Brad Marchand, I mean, I'm pretty excited to see what he can do on the ice now that he's going to be fully healthy. I mean, being hurt and producing like he's been doing. Yeah. Now you're going to be 100%. Let's see what this guy actually has. Like, he's going to be scary good this year, and I'm excited to watch him because he's a rat bastard and my favorite player on the Bruins.
Does he get the other A, Bill, or they give it to Matt?
I thought he already had the other A.
Krejci.
He's got Kevin Miller. He's going to get the A.
They're going to give it to Kevin Miller.
He's worn the A a lot in the past when these guys have been out. He's just a veteran. He's a big leader on this team. These guys love him. Like I said, don't be surprised if you get it. They might rotate it a lot through the season.
I would expect them to rotate it. I'd expect McAvoy to wear it a little bit. He's got to step up and be that next guy, man.
Yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Kevin Miller get it, especially if he's going to play a lot of games on this team. He'll get it.
Yep. Well, I want to do more some more in-depth Bruins talk next Tuesday for Fat Tuesday, but just give me your final expectations. Do you believe that the Bruins organization is completely all in? I mean, we've done a lot of talk about the internal salary cap because of COVID, and I've been weary on their moves. Were they really all in on some of these free agents? It didn't seem like it. It just seemed like that they were putting out their little feelers and making it seem like they were all in. So I don't know. I'm a little hesitant on this Bruins team going into the season. Where do you land, Bill?
I'm not really. I mean, I wouldn't say they went all in. I think it's Jacobs kind of tightening the reins. He lost a shit ton of money with his, IL Dover, whatever the fuck his vending company is.
Vendor.
Sorry to interrupt,
Vendors.
but was he leading the way to not have a season this year, you think? Because there was reports that some
he tried to do it last. He did it. He tried to do it last year.
Asshole.
And he was the governor of the owners or some shit. So he's like the highest owner in hockey. Like he's on that committee, and like they do what he was the driving force out of 2 labor strikes already. So he wanted to not play the season. He was there was like 4 or 5, and he was leading that charge.
Well, he was the one that was bitch that he just saw the players union negotiation that was signed in July, and then he just
Right.
basically looked at it in December or November. It was like,
Yeah.
Well,
I
he
didn't-
never even read it.
I
What
didn't
is
read
this?
that. Can we go back on this? I didn't read it, and I'm
There's
only
500 pages. He didn't read one second.
I'm only worth
of it.
I'm only worth a couple billion. I don't really want to lose out on the couple million this year.
He's a top 5 highest paid owner and
Yeah.
like the richest owners in hockey.
Ray, you excited for some Bruins hockey?
yes,
Or
sir.
you think they're
I'm gonna have to find a way to stream it. That's gonna be my main problem this year.
I
But
can help you out with that.
Why? What happened? You didn't
No.
stream a lot of games last year?
Oh, me? No, I didn't, Bill.
What did his Bruins takes tell you?
They don't call me hockey guy Ray for nothing, Bill.
Hey, Ray, if the Bruins are on competing conflicting times with say the Simpsons, where does your loyalty lie?
What's Simpsons? What, like early Simpsons? Because then I'm
Okay,
probably
there
early
we go.
Simpsons.
That
Yeah.
just
All
showed-
right.
yeah.
Well, look, go Bees. I'm excited hockey's back. It'll be fun to watch another truncated season. We're going to move into basketball here, but hockey will be the same. It's like I turned on TV last night and the Celtics were on. I was like, oh, shit, I forgot. Another back-to-back. This is fucking awesome.
They're playing. What are they playing tonight?
All the things I planned to get done last night over the last two, they're out the window. Go sit here and watch them.
Rich, you didn't go to your fridge and see your Raptors magnet and look on the say, oh shit, they're playing the Celtics tonight.
I would if it was in Toronto, but I've decided that because they're in Tampa Bay,
Tampa,
my
they don't
loyalty
count.
is just I'm gonna have to wane, and they're also 1-5. The Raptors fucking stink. They're
I don't
lost.
want to toot my own horn, boys, but I did predict this.
I don't know how you
Ray
can predict
Stradamus
this.
predicted that when they went to Tampa, they're going to become a losing franchise, a losing organization. Yeah, like Nostradamus. I call myself Ray Stradamus because
Yeah, we get it. We're just
Yeah, we get it. We're just
baffled by your stupidity to call yourself that. We understand the
all right.
the name. Yeah, maybe the loser is it can't penetrate Tom Brady, but it can
Actually-
certainly penetrate the Toronto Raptors.
Can
the
you
loserdom of Tampa Bay?
can you beep that because I just gave myself that nickname and I don't want anyone calling me that.
Yeah, sure. I'll beep it, Ray
Thanks.
Stradamus.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Rastradamus.
Raptors are lost. Your boy Max Van Fleet there is still burying shots, Bill, but that might have been one of the worst contracts handed out. Maybe second to Gordon Hayward this offseason. You can't give that guy that much money. He's too small. He doesn't impact the game enough.
Get 4 for 90, right?
Yeah,
Something
like
that?
fucking
Yeah.
stupid money.
Almost max.
Close.
Should they
Close.
be almost Max? Yeah, of course it's Fred Van Fleet. We call him Max Van Fleet because Bill thought he was a Max player. We're going back to back here. Ray's hockey takes are stellar, and Bill's basketball takes are almost as good. Should and will the Raptors send the farm to Houston and get James Harden?
Should they?
Let me go.
No, and yes.
They should, and they. I don't know if they will. They should, and I don't think they will. But they should send Siakam and his
Siakam's
bum
coming,
ass, the Adebayo, the athletic guard there. However many first round picks it's going to take. If the money needs to be max Fred Van Fleet, then send them. They need to completely retool that thing and probably boot Nick Nurse out of there because his quirky little fucking
They just re-signed him. too.
piggyback goddamn game. Clearly, it's like a college coach coming to the professional league. Your little fucking antics only work for so long, and then they
Like
start
Brad
tuning you out.
Stevens.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to anger Rich.
Well, Brad Stevens been doing it for 7 years. Has been in the East Conference Finals 4, but only missed the playoffs once. So,
Nurse
Nick
has been a
Nurse
coach
won
for
it,
3 years.
and he won NBA titles.
He won every title.
oh, it's 3-7. I didn't realize 3 was 7. And the point I was making, where your shtick from college only works a couple years and then it fades away. I'm weird. Oh, weird. You guys want to go over timelines now? You want to understand the difference between 3 years and 7 years?
Yes,
I see your
please.
dumbass faces not coming up with anything to say. Nick Nurse is. I don't think his shtick's going to work anymore. So, bottom line, the Raptors stink. The Celtics blew them out without 3 of their starting point guards, or 3 of their point guards on the roster. Kemba, obviously, Marcus Smart out with a minor thumb injury, Jeff Teague out with a minor ankle injury, and P. Rabbit, old 8 Mile there, dropping 23 points in 30 minutes. Kid's legit. Rookie's legit. He's legit.
Fine. He had good find in the 26, 29. He went 29th. Good find. I mean, he's playing more meaningful minutes than Peach Basket is. So I mean, this is what we needed. We needed one of these
That's a
guys.
good one.
We needed one of these guys to come in and shoot the ball. And this kid can fucking shoot. And it's not even that. Like, you see his handles. He's getting to the basket. He can shoot free throws. Like, he's been.
He's the best
pleasant-
He's the best pure offensive point guard the Celtics have on the team.
Yeah, I've been
Defense
pleasantly
liability,
surprised.
though. He's a
Yeah,
defensive
he's a
liability.
rookie, though. I mean,
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
I'll take his
Take a
scoring
scoring,
because
yeah.
you take him out of the court and put Smart back in. That's it. But I mean, we need the scoring off the bench. This is what they've been lacking. I'm not saying he's going to be consistent like this all year, but if you get half the production that we've been seeing in the first 6-7 games,
14, 15 points in the playoffs, coming to the playoff time, yeah, that's all you need from this
he
kid.
could do what Tyler Herro did last year.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not saying that he's going to
Herro.
play as meaningful minutes, but I mean, he's got an NBA shot. He's got long range shot. I mean, he could put up good numbers for the rest of the year. Good, fine.
Yeah, and not to overreact on a rookie, but you can just, the way he plays the game and how composed he is, just the way he goes to the hoop and can slow himself down, to something I've been wanting Jason Tatum to do, which he's doing a little bit more this year, just composing yourself when you get to the rim. Like all those things, he'll be there all season long. He's not going to drop 23 points in 30 minutes all season long.
No.
And we'll see what they do when
But if he
Kemba
gets
gets
at
back.
that 12 to 15 range, man, this team's going to be golden.
Yeah, I mean, I
Does
said
that
it last show that he's the odd man out with Jeff Teague there, but Jeff Teague might be the odd man out. You
He
might
does
see
not look good.
Nope,
Would
he hasn't
Kemba
looked
be
good.
expendable, though? If Kemba comes back and
No
doesn't
one's
look,
touching Kemba. That's the problem. No one
but he
wants
comes
that
back and he
contract
plays
with him.
well. He comes back, plays well, looks healthy.
Who are you
They
going
won't
to
trade
trade
him.
him for?
You got another chemistry
Big.
situation here with the Boston Celtics loving each other and Danny Ainge loving his team. Kemba's going nowhere, Smart's going nowhere, Jalen's going nowhere, Jason's going nowhere.
And I love Smart Kemba on this team too, because again, he's perfectly fine deferring to fucking Tatum and Brown, and you're seeing it right now. They're the highest scoring duo in the league.
Yep.
Right now.
Yep. Tatum dropped another 40 points in
40
three
last night.
quarters last night. The fucking bench almost gave up a 20-point lead. They had to come back in at the end. Tatum was pissed about that. He showed it on the sideline, which I loved, railing into those young kids and the rookies. But the team looks
That's
good.
showing leadership.
Yep. Tatum and Brown look excellent. They look dynamic. They still got a big man problem. Tristan Thompson better do his part as that vocal leader that we think he is, because on the court, he stinks. He stinks. Outright kind of stinks. Robert Williams is your best center right now. That center position, I think, is going to fluctuate all season long unless they find somebody to fill that rebounding role. Because
As long as Tristan's mentoring Time Lord, though, that'd be the best part. That'd be a big steal
What
for
was-
us getting him and having him mentor him.
you can
you know?
already see the changes. I mean, he still does kind of look like a kid without his ADD kid without his pills on defense. Like he's consistently just flying across the fucking screen. Either falling on the ground or jumping through the air on defense.
Takes the worst up fakes all the time, too. He just tries to.
Oh yeah,
swat at
we
everything.
mentioned it at the last show too.
Leaves his
If he
rebounding
gets rid of
position
that
wide
part of his
open.
game,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
good. That's
Yeah.
the
Like-
biggest part. He gets rid of that, we're fine.
Just jump straight up, guy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
But
it's like
Robert Williams
he's taking
has
the
been-
long jump for every block attempt.
He's been what we hoped Tristan Thompson would have been so far this season.
Yeah.
Right? Like Robert Williams is playing meaningful minutes. He's actually looked pretty good. I mean, he's building on what you saw in the bubble until the Miami series we didn't see him, but he was good in Toronto and he was good in Philly. You know, he had a couple real good stretches in those series. So he's already building on what you're seeing. Now he's playing more minutes with Cantor gone, and Daniel Tice has not looked good at all. You know, I mean, that experiment is over. Can we
You
get
hit
rid
a
of this
ceiling.
experiment, please? You know, if you're
Yeah.
going to start too big, start Robert Williams. Start Tristan Thompson, start Robert Williams. and
Well,
just
they're not
do
going to
that.
start. I don't think they're going to start two bigs anymore. They came out in the second half with Ojale at the 4 and spread,
Your boy.
as a shooter. I mean, he's been hitting his
He's been
shots.
play-
So
he's been
Which
playing
is crazy.
decent.
Yeah.
they
Gotta give him
probably
some
said,
respect
"Look, you're on
as
the
much as
trading
he
block," and they started hitting some shots. So he started making some shots. But you're going to see that. You're not going to see the two bigs moving forward here, and maybe for a little bit, because with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown playing the way that they are, it's give them the ball, spread out, get out of the way. That's it. Run your offense, run your motions, get them in the position, find your mismatches. But it's I said this at the beginning of the year. They're all in with the Jays, and they should be. And it's finally, there's no Al Horford there. There's no Kyrie there. There's no Hayward there. Right now, there's no Kemba. It's their team, and they're completely taking it over and taking control of it. And I think that's really all that they needed. They just needed the space to be able to do that, especially you're seeing that in Jaylen Brown's game without, a Hayward kind of over his shoulders there. So, if those guys keep playing the way they're playing, Brad's got to go do something and bolster this roster to fill those roles and fill those needs. And if he does that, and these kids are as good as you'll have a competing Celtics team for a decade if these kids play the way that they're playing right now and continue to get better. I mean,
and
this
they're
is
locked
this
up
is the
too,
jump
so
that
that's
we've been
good.
waiting
Yep.
for. Again, it's all going to come down to the playoffs and how Tatum and Brown handle those crunch moments. Let's wait and see what that looks like. But yeah, looking good. Quickly, let's do just a little bit of Patriots talk. I didn't put this in the email, but you guys have anything on the report? Bill Belichick making over $20 million a year, how it affects the team and the roster, and Kraft's not really spending real money, and so on and so forth. Without Brady here, is that a negative impact? What were your thoughts on that?
I heard that today as well, and that is just mind-blowing that he's between 20 and 25 million, and that he was making more money than Tom Brady every year since 2002. That's just fucking crazy. And that how the Crafts are giving a hard cap of whatever the salary cap is, that's what you're paying. But that's including Bill Belichick's salary and Josh McDaniels, who's probably the highest paid offensive coordinator in the league.
I think he's got $4 million somewhere.
That's just mind-boggling that much salary is going into the quarterback. I mean, the coach, but like Felger said today, would you rather pay Jared Goff or Sean McVay that money?
Sean McVay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So this
put it this way: if John Gruden can not be in the NFL for 10 years, come out and make $10 million, Matt Rule from fucking Carolina makes $9 million, coached his first game in the NFL this season. He's playing. He's the GM. He runs the front office. He's the fucking coach on the field, and he should be the highest paid coach in the league. When Sean Payton's making $15 million and Pete Carroll making $15 million, would you rather pay those guys 15 each or pay Bill Belichick between 20 and 25? Because the answer is Bill Belichick.
I was not astonished by this number. The problem is the Crafts. The problem here is the Crafts. If you're paying Bill Belichick 25 and you have a problem paying Tom Brady 25, that's ownership, baby. That's ownership. Like,
I think,
I understand the importance of Bill Belichick. I am more on Bill Belichick. If you make me pick the level of success of the Patriots, Belichick or Brady, I'm more on the Belichick side because it's an entire organization of success. Obviously, we know what Brady has meant to this team. We saw it this year. However, when you're that important and that good, 25, whatever. I mean, it's fucking nothing. These guys are billionaires over. And we've heard the numbers. Past 5 years, they've been in the bottom 5 in actual spending, and over the past 10 years, they're middle of the pack in spending. So it's not like the Crafts are going out there spending a fucking ton of money. And if one of the reasons that Tom Brady left is because they didn't give him the contract that he wanted, then a lot of that blame needs to start being a little bit deflected off Belichick and deflected onto the Crafts and their inner cap, not paying Brady as much as you're paying Belichick. They should have been hand in hand, the same amount of money from 2007 on. That's what it should have been.
Yeah, I mean, you remember,
and he would have retired a Patriot, and he would have retired at 40-8 and whatever. But,
I mean, it's only a rumor, but I mean, you've heard it leaked in the past. Every time someone signs a big deal, they kind of drop like how much Belichick makes. Remember, he was at the $12.5 million range when Nick Saban signed his big deal in Alabama. Yeah, I think he signed for like $9 million. Then that shit started leaking. So I don't know if it's just Bill just sending like, yeah, let him know how much I make. Fuck him.
The other side of this is all that money is not coming from the Patriots, so they can pay through other associated businesses,
and it doesn't count against your salary cap either, too. So
right, but
what they're saying is the Crafts are using that and saying that's going to be part of the salary cap.
Dude, they did it with Brady. That fucking land in
No. I know that, Bill, but this is actually
I know.
Bill Belichick's not getting a check for $25 million from the New England Patriots. It's 18 from the Patriots and 6 from Kraft Industries and 7 from whatever fucking shell organization they have over in Abu Dhabi, whatever the fuck, whatever shady shit that they're going on with Trump Inc. and whatever. So, I don't know. I wasn't too astonished by it. The bigger point here for me is they didn't fucking pay Brady.
So I think that report says honestly more about the Crafts than it does about Belichick. That would be my last thought on that. A couple last things on the Patriots. So their opponents list came out for next year. None of these are really surprised because you can look ahead and see who they're going to play in terms of divisions, over the next couple of years. However, this is the first time they've finished third, and God knows how. Bill, you'd have to tell us when the last time they finished third. So I guess my question to you, if they're playing the third place counterpart in the divisions that they're taking on, which is the AFC West and I wrote it down. It's the NFC.
NFC. It's Brady. Brady's coming next year.
NFC
so north, South.
NFC
Yep.
South has home, which
AFC
is
North.
Tennessee. So I have it right here. So the home you have obviously the Buffalo, Miami, and the Jets. Then you get Jacksonville, Tennessee, Cleveland, New Orleans, Tampa Bay. Away, you get obviously Buffalo, Miami, New York. Then you get Houston, Indianapolis, LA Chargers, Atlanta, Carolina. And then if they do go to 17, it's to be determined NFC East opponent, which would be Dallas Cowboys.
Oof. That schedule, like on paper, it doesn't seem that easy.
Not great for finishing third in your division.
Not great.
Well,
This is the
why-
first time I heard it too. Like I didn't. Wow. Ugh.
So
Well,
why
yeah,
do they?
well,
why do
can I
they get
stop-
the? Why do they get the? Oh, because they play everyone in the. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
NFC.
Ray. Go ahead.
But obviously, Jacksonville's going to get the number 1 pick. So they're going to be, Then you get Tennessee, who's going to be fire. Billy, as you know, that you're a lifelong Tennessee fan. Cleveland, I think it was another cupcake season for them with the schedule-wise. You get the New Orleans Saints, who are not going to have Drew Brees. And then you're going to have old Tom Brady coming into Gillette limping in.
They just proved they didn't need Drew Brees though at Taysom Hill, and they have Jameis Winston. So I mean, that team, they're on paper right now, they're better than the Patriots, and I'm sure they're still going to be better than the Patriots next year.
All right, away. You got Houston, Indianapolis, suck. LA Chargers.
Don't sleep on Houston. I think Houston's
Suck.
going to make a comeback
Atlanta,
next year. Deshaun
suck.
Watson's
Carolina,
disgusting.
suck.
Deshaun Watson's disgusting. I think that team's going to be better next year. They finished pretty high. They won some games, beat the Patriots too.
Especially when
Deshaun
Josh
Wat-
McDaniels is going to be the coach down
Well,
there.
Nick Cesario he's in Texas right now interviewing for that GM job.
And he's
McDaniels would be the pick. And if I'm McDaniels, I'm either going to Houston or fucking the Chargers because you have a quarterback. Deshaun Watson is disgusting. Led the NFL in passing yards this year. You put some,
That's the kind of quarterback he's always wanted.
Oh yeah, he's a
Mobile.
dual threat quarterback,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
McDaniels would. Oh, he'd be disgusting there.
Oh yeah, agreed.
I'd still pick San Diego over Houston.
I'd pick
I
Jackson.
like Justin
If I was,
Herbert a
if
lot.
I was
And that
McDaniels,
defense is better too.
that
You're going to
team
get
is
better.
the team is exactly where you need it to be. Deshaun Watson, as good as he is, does have an injury history. He's undersized.
He got hurt
and
once.
He got hurt twice. He blew both ACLs. And the
When did he get hurt? In college then? Because he only got
coming
hurt
into
once.
the he blew his ACL in college, and he blew his ACL first or second year in the NFL. And he runs around like a fucking mad. Look, I love Watson too. I'd take him in a heartbeat on it. But if you watch him play, and then maybe this is a testament of Bill O'Brien and the team that he put around him, he has no regard for he lacks the Russell Wilson. He has no regard for when to get hit and when not to get hit.
Problem is he's always getting hit because his offensive line is going to get him killed like Andrew Luck.
maybe, but how much of that is on him? Look, I don't want to get in the weeds on fucking Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, we got to talk baseball.
The greater point here is I'm with you, Bill. I don't think finishing in third helped this team that much at all this year for the first year in 20 years, not finishing first almost.
Yeah, but we got so many question marks ourselves. We don't. Who's going to play quarterback?
Look at Ray. Look at this homer fucking guy.
I'm
Indianapolis suck. Cleveland suck. Houston suck. You suck.
Schedule.
You fucking suck.
Even though they
Patriots
ran over fucking
suck.
Tennessee.
Houston, you lost to them. Indianapolis, you would have lost to them. Like, come on.
New Orleans, you're going to lose to him. Tampa
Dad,
Bay,
send
you're
an
gonna
email,
lose to 'em.
please. Send an
Good
email.
God,
You're
Jesus.
so
Brady's
stupid.
going to come in here and put up 45, and you're going to fucking cry away. We're going to go to that game. You're going to wear that jersey, and you're going to get pelted with fucking razor blades.
Yeah, you better start losing some weight because you can't be caught dead wearing a woman's jersey in Gillette.
I don't give a fuck. Bill, how long have you known me? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Those
but I'm
titties
just
be
I'm
popping.
asking.
I'm gonna get my taint all fucking waxed.
Bill,
I'm
that
gonna
thing's
fucking
going to be ripped off in the fucking parking lot. He's not making it into Gillette
No
with
way.
that goddamn
you know how
jersey
many,
on.
You know how
shitting
many
me?
Brady Tampa jerseys we're going to see? We're overvaluing this.
Yeah, well, no, it's 50-50, Bill. And the other 50%, we are going to completely antagonize.
No, what we have to do is you have to get like 300 like cheap.
Oh yeah,
You have to
Can
sit
we-
up with the fucking cheap seats because
let's get your
that's,
dad to drive us, and we'll just get blackout drunk and
no drinking in the Honda Ridgeline there, Billiam.
It'll be worse than Philly. The 300s in New England with a Tampa Bay Bucks jersey, Brady Bucks jersey,
I'll be getting.
it will
eaten
be
alive.
worse than Philly.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you that.
and you can't sit down the whole time. Like you just got to stand. Even when you're getting yelled at, just stand.
I love it. All right, I did want. So we're gonna do a little bonus time here. I sent you guys this from MLB.com because the hot stove. Actually, Bill, real quick, hot stove update. How hot is it?
Sox are in on a couple guys. Oda Ruzzi's the new one. Alex Colomé, those two guys should be signed, and then the other guys should be Puig that they get some interest in.
Why the fuck are they looking at Puig? They just signed the guy from San Diego, whatever. The guy that
because
can't hit for shit, but Renfro. Yeah.
Renfro's going to be more of a platoon player. So I mean, you're going to platoon those guys in right field. You're going to slide Verdugo over to left, center field. Sorry, and you're going to keep Benintendi in left. So I mean, that's a pretty decent fourth outfield if you have Puig. Puig in his like prime when he was with the Dodgers, 5'2" player, steal bases, hit home runs, hit for average. He's Gold Glove caliber outfielder. Like he's a perfect ad.
That Cuban juice was still wearing off.
But he's a cunt. But I mean,
he's an asshole.
Odorizzi from Minnesota should be the guy you target. You can kind of get him on a cheaper deal. And Alex Colomé is a stud closer. He doesn't have a huge strikeout rate, but he saved a lot of games. I think he had 16 saves in 22 games for White Sox last year.
Bill, the answer I was looking for was cold. The Red Sox lead the league in interested in, and we'll see what they do. The fact that entire list is not pitchers is the problem. So you want to bring Puig in to hit 25 home runs
at
197. They're
2 out of 3 are pitchers.
They're literally in every article and interested in every free agent that's on the market right now.
You asked for whatever. Let's move on.
He actually did research. He should be.
He follows it, Ray. He gets his newspaper in the morning. He reads his coffee. He takes a dump, and he reads the fucking sports pages about the goddamn Red Sox.
He doesn't read it. He jerks
off. This
is
why he's so excited for this next segment. MLB.com.
I had to look for this one. So
the Red Sox all-time single-season team. So they took the best individual. This is not a puff piece. This is not an opinion piece. This is purely statistical. Take the best individual seasons by position in Red Sox history, put them in a simulator of your choice, and this is the squad that would be tough to beat. This is by Ian Brown of MLB.com.
He's covered the Sox for years. He used to write for the Globe and stuff, ESPN.
We're going to go right down the list. He says this group includes 6 Hall of Famers, 5 MVP award winners, a Triple Crown winner, and a Cy Young award winner. Now, obviously, the Red Sox have been around for, even before Bill was born, over 100 years. So that is saying something. So there's going to be a lot of names that a lot of people don't know on here, a couple names that I didn't know, but there are a couple names that we do know, and one name in particular that's going to come pretty quickly that specifically I need Ray to suck on. But let's go right down the list. Baseball positions are ranked 1 through 9. We're going to start at 1. Catcha. Easy one. Carlton Fisk, 1977. Key stats. Hit .315, 402. Is this middle one slugging? Which one on base? Either way, 106 runs batted in, 26 home runs. 102 runs batted in, 106 runs total, and 26 home runs. Carlton Fisk, 1977, considered one of the best catchers of all time.
Yeah,
he's top 2.
The only one that probably can match that is Veritek, correct? That could even
but he never hit over 300.
No, I'm just saying, like, out of all the catchers that we would be able to guess, like, Veritek would be the only one that would be able to hold a candle to Carlton Fisk.
He also had the record for home runs by a catcher, too, until I think Javi Lopez beat it. Braves.
Yeah, Carlton Fisk is easy, hands down. Wait, have you guys looked at this, or is this a Billy Rainman guessing game that we could play?
Billy Rainman guessing game we could play. I didn't look. Bill probably did. He's gonna lies.
I Googled like the top Red Sox players just to kind of get a list like of ideas.
What's up with your light?
I didn't go by position.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. My camera's doing like autofocus. All right, first base, Bill. Who would you think?
Jimmy Fox.
Yeah, okay, fine. Jimmy Fox, 1938, 349, 50 home runs, 175 RBIs. 175 RBIs.
He played for the Sox for like 8 or 9 years. I know it was in the 30s, but he hit 240 home runs for them out of 550. So he almost hit half his home runs in the Red Sox.
He held the record for Sox until 06 when Ortiz broke it.
Ortiz hit 53.
54, yeah.
54, yeah. Mo Vaughn would be the only other guy you could put on that list at first.
Yeah, he was the MVP in that year. 50 home runs. Yeah, no doubt there. Second base, your boy, Raymond. The best second baseman in Red Sox history. Dustin Pedroia, 2008 MVP award winner. Hit 326, 118 runs, 213 hits, 54 doubles, 17 homers, 83 RBIs, 20 stolen bases. MVP, Petey.
Biggest baby back bitch in Red Sox history too.
The only other one would be Bobby
goes to-
Dolbach. Bobby Dolbach, Hall of Famer, second baseman. But again, Pedroia is disgusting. He's, statistically the best second baseman in the Red Sox. So it's hard to go anything, super old, especially him. He's got the titles to back it up. Dolbach didn't.
There's no reason for you to fucking hate Dustin Pedroia is still like statistically the best second baseman. Just outside of
started
statistics,
hating him.
he's got
It was the
championships.
Machado shit. He was a baby back bitch with
It was
them.
the
He threw the
Machado
team-
shit,
he
yes.
threw the team under the bus after.
And then
but you-
not
He threw John
retiring
Farrell under the bus.
and not retiring when he should have. And just staying on this team and making him pay for him when he
Who
didn't
gives a
deserve to be.
fuck?
Who
He made
cares?
John
I
Farrell
did.
pay
You would
his
have did the
salary.
same exact fucking thing. The guy was at least trying. The knee just gave out. He had a shitty way out. He hung on, tried to get that knee healthy. It
What
was
you get
over.
for being a baby back bitch.
You're a
Shut
baby
up,
back
Ray. Let's
bitch.
go.
I can't
I know.
wait.
Bill has to go to McDonald's for his date tonight, so we got to hurry it up.
At shortstop, Bill, did you look this up? If you have the obscure name in your head that I know you looked it up, I'm going to stop asking to guess.
No, I would put Nomar here. He was your best second baseman, shortstop for the Red Sox of all time.
He did not have the best overall season, best statistical overall season. That went to Rico Petrocelli.
Petrocelli, yeah.
1969, hit 297, 40
Nice.
home runs, and 97 RBIs. Although it does say here, Nomar Garciaparra had a better, from 97 to 2000, had a better
Moron. But no, he had that famous picture you see in his eyes all
Darth
black
Vader.
and blue.
idiot.
Yeah, man. Idiot.
Idiot.
Yeah, no. I as soon as I saw the name, that's the first thing that came out to me. But Nomar, that Nomar's rookie season in like I said, 97, 2000, he was so fucking good, so disgusting, fighting for the triple crown
Steroids.
there. But that killed him. Third base, Ray, you want to guess this one?
Kevin Youkilis.
Wade Boggs, bro. Come on. It's
Wade
easy.
Boggs, 1987, 363, 24 homers, 89 RBIs. The Judas Priest. Bill, why don't you give us your thoughts on Wade Boggs?
Fuck Wade Boggs. I fucking hate that man. I hate him. But it did spawn one of the funniest It's Always Sunny episode.
I've seen.
Oh
that
yeah, but you
episode.
missed your. I hate him, and the fucking horse he rode in on was the line that you needed right there.
I forgot that. My brain.
The goddamn horse. I can't remember if Ray, you found that was that one of the best of clips from Silver Mind Sports Show in 2020 that you sent me. Bill
Mhm.
going off on the horse.
Yeah.
Oh, after
The
the Yankees, he went to the
fucking horse.
fucking horse. Why the horse?
That and the Ray Bork one. The Wade Boggs and Ray Bork takes. Bill
Yeah.
just gets fired up.
Ray Bork was early too. He was
Yeah.
not holding back.
No.
The beeps in that took me 45 minutes to edit. Left field. Ray, you want to guess this one?
Manny Ramirez.
Nope.
Ted Williams.
No.
Yeah, they're gonna go Yastrzemski here. Come on. Best
It was
season?
hard to
Yeah,
pick
I guess.
against the season Ted Williams had in 1941.
I
when
knew
he
they were going to 'cause you said
406 with
Triple
37
Crown.
home runs to an eye-popping OPS of 1.287. But Yaz's 12.5 WAR was the best for a position player in Red Sox history. 1967, Carl Yastrzemski hit 326, 44 homers, and 121 RBIs. Took him over Teddy Ballgame.
Nope.
Center field. This is the one that's most out there. Bill, you want to take a shot at this? There's no way you get it. Trice Speak 1912 Tris Speaker.
Okay, so
You guys were in elementary school together, weren't you, Bill?
Hold on, I saw this guy's name, because I saw one.
They took baths to the they infant docked.
They said I saw something from last summer. I was just looking at the best players, whatever, this morning, and they said he was the first superstar of outside of Babe Ruth. I'm like, what? I've never fucking heard of this jamoke. It's fucking jabroni.
383, 53 doubles, 52 stolen bases. They don't even have RBIs and home runs in here. That fuck that one. That doesn't count. Although when you look back in the history of Red Sox,
Not great.
Johnny Damon is the best center fielder that you can come up with. Or DiMaggio's
Ellsbury had
brother was
Dom
up there.
DiMaggio.
Dom
Ellsbury
DiMaggio.
had a good run. He had 32 home runs. He probably had one of the best center fielders productions for the Red Sox outside of this fucking jabroni.
Yeah, Tris. But it is funny to think in that history, the players that have come through center field has not been a big
Same thing
star
with
maker for the Red
shortstops,
Sox.
And look at the shortstops.
Right field. Ray, you want to guess this one?
Yep. Trot Nixon.
Nope.
Ricky.
Mookie Betts, 2018, rest in peace, Red Sox Mookie Betts, 346, 32 home runs, 80 RBIs, 30 stolen bases, and then you traded him away. So good for you, Red Sox.
Good job, Red Sox.
DH, Ray, you want to guess this one?
I think it's that Big Poppy guy.
Yep. 2007, hit 332, 35 home runs, 117 RBIs. That season doesn't say enough about Ortiz.
He was so good. So good. That stretch from 03 to fucking 2008 when he was just so fucking good. Then he had that lull.
Do you think he has something to help him?
Yeah, steroids.
Oh, all right.
Definitely, but whatever. Everyone does.
Pitchers.
Red Sox, Ted Williams, Kari Yastrzemski, Pedro Martinez, David Ortiz.
Did they do pitchers on this list or no? Just
Yeah,
pitchers.
Pedro's on there.
Pedro.
Pedro's on the list. He's the
Yeah.
best.
It's either Pedro or Clemens. If you really want to go Cy Young or fucking Lefty Grove in the fucking 1910s and 20s, you could throw them on there. But
he put Pedro 2000 season actually 18-6, 1.74 ERA.
that's fucking nuts.
284 strikeouts.
dude, I went so
0.74
oh my
whip.
God.
So fucking stupid.
I watched it. So I went and I was looking at a stat today of Pedro, and like they compared his ERA to the baseball average. At some points, it was 3 runs a game. Like that's how fucking dominating it was in the heart of the steroid era from 97 to fucking 03, because he's kind of sucked in 04. Dude, he was the best. He's one of the best top 5 pitchers ever.
Ever.
That 5-year, 6-year run, disgusting.
Who was that little guy that he had as a friend?
I don't know. You know him.
I don't know him. That's why I was asking his name.
Is there a closer on here? Because if it's not Jonathan Papelbon, it's dumb.
They put a relief pitcher, Dick Ratez in 1964.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Whatever. But yeah, Pedro's a no-brainer. That was a fun exercise.
That was fun.
Running through some of Bill's.
I can't wait to talk baseball and hockey pretty soon. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good spring for you, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be nice coming off the worst football season we've seen in decades.
Yep.
We're gonna be real interested. You should take this as a challenge to really
I'm going
educate
to.
yourself,
I'm going to.
engulf yourself in these lesser sports for you that you've not invested a lot of time in a long time. Really get into it. Bruins are fun. The Red Sox are a drag, and then just hate watch with me.
Mm-hmm. I
That's
can do
what
that.
I do.
Drink
That's what I
myself
do.
stupid and hate watch. I can do that.
Yeah, it's good. You fall asleep. It's the best sport to fall asleep to. All right, this has been the extended Silver Mind Sports Show, Wednesday edition, January 6th. Bill, I hope you have a lovely Big Mac dinner and
Supersize
chicken
it.
nuggets.
They still
Always.
supersized, yeah. Okay.
Always. We need 100 chicken nuggets.
And
That
we'll
one.
see you on Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, I got to go, boys. Love you.
Bye.
Drive-thru's open 24 hours, Bill.
Oh, this not.
Touche.
Yeah. She's got a win. She's got a window from 9 to 10 that she grooms.
Like a chia pet, it grows back overnight.
Yeah. It's fast.